All right, let's just get right into it. For years, we've all played by the rules of SEO, but right now, the ground is literally shifting under our feet. By 2026, the game won't just be a little different, it's going to be completely unrecognizable. So today, we are breaking down the one single metric that's going to matter most in this new era, LLM Perception Drift. Here's the plan for today. First, we're going to talk about the end of search as we know it. Then, we'll get into why all our old trusted metrics are basically failing us now. And from there, we'll introduce the new North Star, this perception drift metric. After that, we get tactical. I'm talking about the actual playbook for training AI on your brand. And finally, we'll look at the new dashboard, what you actually need to be measuring now. So let's start with a really foundational truth. The relationship between a person's question and a search bar, it's broken. It's fundamentally been broken. That whole idea of a front door to the internet is just gone. It's been replaced by something way more fragmented, way more complex. What a lot of analysts are calling this is the great decoupling. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We're moving away from a world where everybody starts their journey at the Google search bar. The new reality is this messy, fragmented landscape of conversational AIs, proactive agents, smart glasses. The battle isn't for keywords anymore. It's for influencing these little moments of intent happening all over the place. Now, have a look at this table because the contrast is, well, it's pretty stark. Back in 2020, our whole world revolved around getting that page one ranking. Fast forward to 2026, and the only thing that matters is being cited as an authority by an AI agent. And look at the referral traffic. It's not this diverse mix anymore. It is consolidating, and it's consolidating fast around these big AI platforms. The entire game has shifted from search engine optimization to what we should be calling generative engine optimization, or GOEO. So this brings us to a really critical debate. I mean, if the entire landscape has changed this dramatically, why are so many of us still clinging to the metrics of the past? It's really time we challenge the KPIs that have defined our whole industry for the last decade. So let's just ask the question, the one that every advanced SEO is thinking about. Is rank tracking, the metric we have lived and died by, is it officially obsolete? And look, this isn't just some academic question anymore. The data is pointing to a very, very clear, and for a lot of people, a pretty uncomfortable answer. And here is the proof. Just look at this number. By the end of 2025, the average click-through rate for Google's AI Overviews, SGE, had absolutely plummeted to just 1.9%. I mean, that is down from 4.2% just a year earlier. So you have to ask yourself, when the vast majority of results are zero-click, what is the value of ranking number one? What does it even mean? So the crucial point is this. The verdict is in. Our objective isn't to play a ranking game anymore. It's to strategically and deliberately shape the information environment itself. We have to make sure that machines and people understand our brand exactly the way we want them to. Okay, so if rank is dead, what replaces it? Right? We need a new North Star. We need a metric that measures what actually matters in this new AI-driven world. And that metric is perception drift. So what is it? Well, LLM Perception Drift basically measures how stable your brand's presence is in AI answers. Think of it this way. If an AI model consistently and accurately cites you as an authority in your space, your perception is stable. But if it fluctuates, citing you one day, your competitor the next, your perception is drifting. And that's a huge problem. And let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. These fluctuations in AI citations, they are not random noise. They are a direct signal, a blinking red light that you have failed to train the world's AI models on your brand's authority. Instability isn't just some symptom. It's basically an open invitation for your competitors to come in and define your category for you. So how do we fix it? How do we go from this volatile, drifting perception to one that's stable and authoritative? It takes a very deliberate two-pronged strategy. You have to actively train your digital entity, and this is the tactical playbook for how to do it. The solution isn't some magic bullet. It's about two things. First, building a rock-solid foundation with your on-site technical structure. And second, validating that foundation with a powerful ecosystem of off-site trust. You absolutely need both of these to work together. All right, let's get into the on-site technicals. This isn't about old-school keyword stuffing. This is about creating a perfect machine-readable foundation. It starts with enriching your JSON-LD schemas. Think of this as putting super detailed, unambiguous labels on all your data, so AI systems know exactly who you are and what you do.
For e-commerce, it gets even more serious. You have to implement Agentic Commerce Protocol APIs. That's what lets AI agents actually buy things from you. Then you've got things like semantic disambiguation, clear content hierarchies. It all boils down to one thing: make it completely effortless for an AI to parse, trust, and act on your information.
But look, having a technically perfect site is not enough. You have to validate your authority across the entire digital world. And that's where off-site trust comes in. AI models are looking for social proof. Are real humans talking about your brand positively on Reddit and Quora? Are authoritative publishers citing you? Do you have a steady stream of real, authentic user reviews? These signals, they are no longer optional. And the consequence for ignoring this is severe. Without this robust ecosystem of off-site trust signals, AI engines are literally designed to flag your brand as unreliable, or at best, a secondary source. All that hard on-site work will be for nothing if the rest of the web doesn't back up what you're saying. So, we've diagnosed the problem, we've outlined the fixes, both technical and strategic. Now, let's bring it all together. What should your performance dashboard actually look like in 2026? First things first, a total reset. Your new dashboard has absolutely nothing to do with keyword rankings. It is a pure measure of your influence over the information ecosystem and the authority your brand commands within it. That's it. These are the KPIs that matter now. We're tracking conversions from AI traffic to prove real ROI. We're looking past keywords to analyze the actual concepts AI systems associate with our brand. Do they think we're premium or budget friendly? We're monitoring direct and branded traffic as a proxy for brand awareness. And of course, the raw number of high-quality citations from LLMs is still a core metric of your influence.
And this last one. This one is a bit different, but it's incredibly powerful. Google ITNQ. That stands for Information Threshold and Quality. Now, you're not going to find this in a standard dashboard. It's more of a framework Google uses. But the logic is super simple. If a user comes to your page from Google and they don't immediately go back to Google to search for the same thing again, it means you've completely satisfied their need. You've met their information threshold. And in an AI world, proving you can do that is a massive signal of quality and authority. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Whether you're actively managing it or not, your brand's content, your website, your data, it is already being used to train the world's AI models. That's happening right now. The only question is, are you the one shaping that narrative? Are you letting your competition do it for you?